Okay, boys and girls, we're gonna do an activity now where we try and mix up many different shades of skin colors on our worksheets. So we're gonna try 2 worksheets today. One worksheet that fills up 6 boxes of different skin colors, and one worksheet that fills up 6 boxes of different types of colors, not necessarily skin colors. So I'm gonna have 2 worksheets today. I'm starting with this blank worksheet here, and I need to write my name on the top. And I also want you to write your table color and your classroom teacher, so we can just say whoever our classroom teacher is right here. So then I have 6 boxes here. I'm gonna be using this worksheet right here to try and mix up all 5 of these skin colors: light peach, peach, darker peach like a tan, a brown, and a dark brown. So different shades of skin colors. At my table I have a tray of paint, so these are the colors we're using today. These are the only colors. A water cup, a brush, and a rag to clean my brush on. I also have a plate to mix up some colors. So I'm gonna start with the first color on my worksheet. This is peach plus white equals lighter peach. So I'm going to use my mixing plate and take a little bit of peach, put it in a pile. After I have put that peach down, I need to wash this peach off in my water cup before I dip it another color. After I've washed it off, notice how it's a little bit drippy and wet still, and it's still a little bit dirty. I really want to scrub all that paint off onto my wet rag. So I want to really dry it off there. Now take a little bit of white, because this is peach plus white, put it in that pile, and then mix these 2 together all the way. We don't want any white or peach showing on the edges. We want to have the whole pile mixed up really well. Okay, so this should look a little bit lighter than that peach, which it does. So I'm going to use this to paint my very first box on my worksheet. Nice, smooth brush strokes back and forth. If I run out of paint, go get some more from my plate. Keep mixing on my paper here and doing nice, smooth brush strokes. A trick that you could use if you run out of paint here and it's not very smooth and even, just take a little drop of water, add it to your paper, and just smooth out the paint a little bit more so it's not scratchy and dry paint. Okay, the next formula is brown plus white equals a peach color. So I'm going to try and mix up a peach color. Take a little bit of brown in a new pile here, then wash all that brown away and dry my brush off. Make sure it's super clean. If I need to dip it again and wash it off and dry it again. Okay, a little bit of white, put it in that pile, mix it up, see what it creates. Okay, now this looks a little bit too brownish to me. It doesn't quite look like the peach on my worksheet. So I think I need to add a little bit more white to it. So I'll wash and dry my brush, add a little bit more white until it looks kind of like a peachy color. So I might need to keep adding more white and keep adding different colors to my formula until I get it right. It's kind of like a science experiment. It's not always going to be perfect on the first try. Okay, so I'll use this peachy color to paint my next box. And then I'll follow my formulas all the way down my worksheet until the last box. Now the last box here, the 6th box, can be any combination of colors that you want to mix, but it has to be a skin color. So maybe I'll try peach and brown and white. We'll see what that makes. Okay, so maybe I'll use this for the last box here. I just created my own formula and not using the worksheet. Okay, once I finish this whole worksheet, then I can get my second worksheet. Here is where I can mix whatever colors I like. There's a second worksheet on the shopping cart that tells you how to mix up other colors like oranges, blue, greens, purples, pinks. So I can use this if I want, or I can just experiment on my worksheet. On your mixing plate, you need to make sure you're using tiny little piles and don't mix over the whole paper plate, because then you won't have any space left for your next piles. If you do run out of space though, what you could always do is just mix right onto your paper. So I could just put a dot onto my paper and then mix these 2 colors right onto my paper, and then once they're mixed up, use that to paint the box. So that's an option too if I run out of spots on my paper plate. Okay, let's get started with our painting.